Well, good afternoon, basketball fans here. Welcome to Oaklands College for this WBBL fixture, the final game of the regular season between our hosts, and I say our hosts, we're outside of London, the London Lions, and the visitors, the Durham Palatinates. Well, hi everybody, I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, alongside my FIBA Eurobasket commentator and partner, Uncle Graham Hiscock. Graham, welcome back.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, another big game here. What a busy weekend, what a really busy schedule London Lions have had. Wednesday, they won the league in Caledonia, beating them by 19, overturning the 1-point loss. That thriller that we witnessed at the Copper Box a while back. They took care of Manchester last night, and now they're here today to finish off the regular season.
Well, as you said, the Lions already crowned league champions this season. I mean, it's been a walk over the BBL the last 2 years, including this one being the third. But our visitors here tonight, Durham, a lot for them to play for. They must win tonight because Cardiff have the head-to-head against them. We've also looked as well, Cardiff also have the head-to-head against Newcastle. So 3 teams competing for 2 playoff positions, 7th and 8th. It could be very interesting, but Graham, I got to tell you, that is a very tough task to win your final game on the road against London Lions to make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, what's interesting, Durham were here yesterday against Oakland Wolves, and it wasn't until the second half of the final quarter they finally got it done. Oaklands were down, they came back and tied it. Durham ended up winning 88-78, and a big triple-double by Hendershot, but their big players are going to have to play huge. They're just going to have to make every shot they look at and play big, big defense.
Well, we have a VT that we're just going to show you before tip-off. We'll leave you with it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was our roster feature of the London Lions. And again, we're going to look at the starting lineups. Well, Graham, Katsarina Cincinnati along with Ty Battle. And of course, Taylor Murray in the starting line. Those 3 have been very dominant this season for the Lions, as well as the likes of Holly Winterburn. I mean, she has been a phenomenal GB superstar. Yeah, and she's going to have to step up big.
No Kiki Herbert-Harrigan. She's gone home to spend time with her family before she goes to WNBA training camp. So they're going to have to step up. There was no Kiki against Manchester, and they still got the job done. But they've got so many options. Azania Stewart just been introduced. Cincinnati, a hot shooter, and Winterburn as well. They got plenty of options.
Well, the Newcastle Eagles currently taking on the Seven Oaks Suns here in the WBBL. And again, I think with Newcastle, they'll be hoping that, in their case, Durham do come up with a victory here tonight. Same with Cardiff. I mean, if Cardiff... Well, no, of course, Cardiff will be wanting Newcastle to win this one, because if Durham lose and they get tied on the same record, Cardiff would then move into the playoff spots.
Yeah, it's calculator time at the end of this, but if London Lions take care of business, then Durham are really relying on the others to help them out. So we'll see, but they're going to have to play big. They've got the leading scorer in the league with Harriel Otwell-Soulsby, 21.9 points a game. Kiki's obviously not here, she was second spot. So leading the scoring for London Lions, and with assist as well, is Holly Winterburn. She's just a great all-round player, as you've alluded to.
Well, again, Lions probably won't be wanting to take their foot off the pedal here tonight. They'll make sure they finish the regular season on a high note in preparation for the playoffs. WBBL Cup champions, WBBL Trophy champions, WBBL League champions. Maybe one more trophy to go here for the London Lions for another quadruple. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to Oaklands College, and it will be Winterburn. He tries to go for the first layup. Again, heavy recovery defense by the Palatinates. And Durham now will try to push this one. Durham trying to get into a half-court set here. Need to get things going early. And Otwell-Soulsby now going for the penetration. Gets rejected. Good defense by Queen Z. Fresh 14 out. Lions defense making it very difficult here for Durham. And again, getting the first shot. And that's a good start there by Hendershot.
Yeah, she had a massive game yesterday, just made everything she looked at, getting a triple-double against Wolves. Good start for Durham.
Well, backcourt violation. Again, Durham need to feed off every little bit of energy, every motivation when it comes on the defense and the offense. Remember, every possession will count here for the Palatinates. How do you think Durham are going to try and come in this to make this a very competitive game against the league champions?
Well, they've just got to move the ball around quickly. They had a lot of success getting it inside. Offensive foul. They used Harriet, the leading scorer in the league. They just use her a lot, get the ball into her, and then she can make decisions. But hey, offensive foul against Durham there.
Well, Durham getting called for the illegal screen. Lions yet to get a first field goal. Just under a minute played so far here in the first quarter. WBBL last regular season game. Well, Durham look like they're going into a box and one here, I believe, maybe. But Queen Z goes up, count it, and she go to the free throw line here for the three-point play.
Yeah, that's a great pass by Winterburn. One-handed over the top of the D. And Azania just attacks. She's been playing really well. Azania Stewart, a legend, and wanting to hang her boots up, but she still looks as good as ever.
Well, Queen Z, a former player for the Great Britain, I almost said the Greek national team, the Great Britain national team.
Should have probably made that team too.
The go-to player. I have to say, she'd be battling with Dora Pandeli, the former Panathinaikos player. Well, Queen Z trying to put the pressure on. Goes all the way, puts up a circus shot again, no problem. That's a tough one.
Oh, well, Soulsby, that's a big finish.
Well, going down a tie battle. Caught between two players. It gets blocked by the backboard. Durham now with a chance to push this. No numbers in transition. Oh, well, Soulsby getting a handoff again. Patiently trying to build this one. 10 on the shot clock. Shifting, baking, penetrating all the way. Oh, she had a wide open look, but can't finish it again. Durham probably can't pass up opportunities like that.
Yeah, Chukwulu attacking the basket there. As you say, Josh, they've got to make everything they look at pretty much this evening.
Well, catch and shoot off the inbound, hitting the front iron, and Holly Winterburn with the rebound. Lions trying to push full steam ahead. Holly now putting on the hesitation. No look pass, finding Azania. And again, the 1-2 punch between the two GB internationals simply connected.
Yeah, that's great running without the ball by Azania Stewart, and Winterburn head up all the time.
Well, heavy defense coming again from the Lions. There's a turnaround the mid-range in the paint again, beautifully tucked away.
Yeah, Hendershot, third leading scorer on this team, but she's had a big game yesterday. She's carrying on today.
Lions moving the ball around against a 2-3 zone defense. Murray left wide open. She'll fire the trigger. Three is up and rattles its way in, 3-16 style.
Taylor Murray, she's starting to make those shots. Everyone's shifting their responsibilities a little bit without Kiki in the lineup.
Battle with the steal now, and again, it's a wide open layup, and that's not the kind of play Durham Palatinates want to go with here tonight. They got to take care of the basketball, Graham.
Yeah, they can't make any unforced errors like that. Good job by Ty Battle, though.
Well, confidence will be key in this game. Durham needs to make sure they take care of every possession. Lions, I mean, they're one of those teams, I mean, they are called the Pride, but they almost swarm you, on every possession. They make you choke under intense pressure.
Yeah, and at any given time, doesn't have to be out of a timeout. They're put on some sort of trap. They're going to trap you on the sideline. And a lot of the time, the teams are coughing it up.
Well, Zania maybe getting away with a bear hug there on that one, but Durham continue to play. And the foul is finally going to be called this time. I think it's against Taylor Murray on that one. Maybe a little bit overzealous against Hendershot. I believe that's going to be a baseline possession to the Palatinates.
Yeah, I think they're going to get right in the face of Hendershot and Soulsby. Not give them a moment's peace, the London Lions defense.
Trying to get the ball inbound. Hendershot being heavily defended. Looking for the gap now. Finding, Soulsby under the basket. And again, they said the mail doesn't deliver on Sundays. No problem.
Yeah, super attack and the bounce pass, the killer through the center of the defense.
Durham switching to a man-to-man defense. Battle hits aside the backboard, gets her own rebound. Now Murray, she made the last one for the perimeter again. For the mid-range, it's simply automatic by Taylor Murray.
Yeah, she's really developing that jump shot. She's getting more shots now on the rotations for Lions. Nothing but that on the mid-range.
The Pride trying to put a bit of full court pressure against Durham. Oh, Will Soulsby now heavily defended, gets a pocket picked. Good defense by Cincina. Lions are going to push this one. Well, Zania, good ball movement here for the Lions. Winterburn, no need to pull the trigger quite yet. Wants to use the pick and roll. Slices the middle, finds a Zania. Turnaround, a little bit short, but good execution by the Lions.
Yeah, they're really being patient, moving the ball, extra pass. Zania just couldn't get it to go.
Well, there's a handoff, there's a three, no good. One thing Durham are going to try to really battle for here today, second chance points. Offensive rebounds will be impeccable for this game. Well, Holly fires from the perimeter. For the Lions, no problem though. I mean, they get second chances when they want.
And that's the issue, Josh. In the end, you keep getting offensive rebounds, you're going to have success. Beautiful shot from the top from Cincina.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles there. If you keep giving them second chances, eventually perimeter shots will drop. Murray coming up with a steal here. Lions trying to get numbers in transition. Durham just able to get back here, prevent the fast break. Down the middle, no look diamond. Again, the right idea, but goes out of bounds. That will be Durham ball.
Yeah, they've got a lot of different weapons, Lions, and Taylor Murray again with that steal. She leads the whole league in steals, and she came out of Kentucky with that steals record as well. So they've got a lot of different parts, and I think with Kiki not being here, you're going to see even more of the likes of Taylor Murray coming to the fore.
Has to be good for these players. They'll have the chance to step up into. I mean, Kiki Harrigan was probably one of the best players we've seen ever in the history of the WBBL.
Agreed, yes.
But you make a valid point that now other players, they'll have to take that responsibility, maybe the opportunity they've been waiting for all season. Well, there's a turnover. They got numbers here. It's a 4-on-2. Murray finding Shaquilla Joseph. Pulls up for the three in transition. Doesn't get him a battle. Trying to get a third offensive rebound. And now Durham with a chance to break this one. Finds out Will Soulsby. She'll go with the left hand again. Simply easy basketball.
Yeah, I mean, she's got great size. What a matchup that is between her and Azania or with Joseph. Nice soft touch off the glass with the left hand.
Finding Cincina in the corner. This is where she likes to take three-pointers. Throws a lob to tie battle. Durham trying to prevent the three-ball cover from Katsirina Cincina. And Joseph tries to dish up, but throws it right away. Maybe one too many passes there from the Pride. Well, Durham trying to push in transition. The three is up. Count it! All of a sudden, the Palatinates go on a 5-0 run, and the Pride will call timeout as their lead is now chipped down to just 2 points here in the first quarter.
Yeah, great push ahead by Durham. And the kick out to Imma Bautista. No hesitation, just catch and shoot. And timeout. A little bit of pressure on London Lions, Josh.
Yeah, it's one of those games, of course, if you really want to be able to compete with the Lions, you got to make sure you get high percentage looks. I mean, open looks from the perimeter. And if Durham, sometimes they say threes in transition is run and gun, but they're also the most wide open looks you can get. If they can hit a few of those, it will build their confidence. Yeah,
but Imma has run really hard to get into that corner early. She's wide open. She's got to take that shot. And they shot well yesterday against Oaklands. Okay, Oaklands are at the other end of the table, but they shot well early, just like they're doing here in spells. But then Oaklands came back twice to tie the game, and one of those to take the lead. So Durham have just got to keep firing away, keep contesting, and yes, box out and rebound, because they took care of the offensive glass yesterday against Oaklands. It's almost in reverse today.
Oh, it's such a heavy duty of call here when you have to keep London Lions off the offensive rebounds, because naturally you're going to think, okay, Zania Stewart, the tallest player out there, she's going to get second chances, tie battle, but it's also the guards, Taylor Murray, they'll go in for second chances. I mean, this is a very hungry, tough team.
Yeah, and Leslie Vorpal on now as well. So again, we get to see Vorpal's multi-skilled talent on the floor now as well. So Stella Calcidu, we haven't mentioned yet, she's won a couple of trophies now in this first season, and she's got some good players at her disposal, that's for sure.
Vorpal finding tie battle off the flash out to the perimeter. Lions going to a dribble handoff. Trying to get the switches on defense. Vorpal just keeping the ball alive. Shaquilla Joseph just handling it. 4 seconds. Has to fire it. Three is up. Deflect. Oh, they caught it. Well, that is a very, very delayed call. I'm going to have to see the replay of that one.
Yeah, that's tough because they played great defense, and Joseph fumbled the ball, so then they're really running out of time on the shot clock, and Vorpal had to put it up, and that's unfortunate. They've overextended on the closeout.
Let me kindly ask VT and producer, can I please see the replay of that one? They've just given me the thumbs down.
Didn't look like that, Josh.
Well, Vorpal making the first free throw. When you think about her role so far, when she joined the team mid-season.
Yes.
It's very tough when you have to transition into a very good team because there's obviously the FIBA Women's Euro Cup they're a part of. You know, I think she's really steadied into her role as a backcourt general in my mind. Now you can see full court pressure. Vorpal pump faking, going up. And we'll go right back to the charity stripe.
I mean, she's played high level at Europe, so exactly the sort of player they wanted to bring in mid-season. And it took her a bit of time to get on the roll, but she's had she's brought more and more influence each time she's played. And I know one of the games we did, she was MVP as well because she just was doing so much. So, you know, this playoff run, the remainder of the season, you're really going to see her in full flow.
Chantel Charles checking into the game. Daddy Desmond, are you watching? We're going with Shaquila Joseph, Vorpal, Ty Battle, and Shanice Beckford-Norton here. It's quite a quick lineup they've got. They'll try to push this one in transition, but Lions still piling on the full court pressure. And again, coming up with another loose ball. Vorpal, wide open layup. Well, not quite the outcome the Lions wanted there, Graham, did they?
Now that should be a make. Vorpal will be wanting to make up for that.
Well, Joseph goes for another three-pointer, just off to the right there. 6-point ball game here at Oaklands College. Final game of the regular season. London Lions hosting Durham Palatinates. Trying to go to a dribble handoff, trying to find an opening. There's a penetration, circus shot, can't get it. And Joseph now will try to push this. Vorpal coming off one screen, throwing it away. Wayne comes up with it. Now, can she finish this one? Well, turning it around in the lane, finds a wide open look. And Durham continue the battle.
That's Hendershot, and again, two of the best players on this team, Wayne and Hendershot combining. Good movement off the ball. Little shovel pass for the completion.
4-point ball game. Lions again. Well, again, Durham showing just a little bit more tenacity here on defense, putting the hands in the passing lanes. And will be a sideline ball here to the Pride.
They've got to make the most of their opportunities. You look across at the Durham bench, they are really short-handed, just ran 6 yesterday.
Well, turning it over one more time. Lions looking very out of sorts at the moment. Durham could potentially cut this down to a one-possession game. Drawing the contact, draws a foul. And that's Eliza Brault there. That will be a baseline ball to Durham. Pride wasted no time to bring in Katsarina Cincina. If she gets things going from the perimeter, it's just going to open up the defense for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, she's shooting 40% from three-point range, and she takes a number of threes a game.
10 on the shot clock, trying to go for a dump down. Again, very poor decision, turns it over. And Beckford-Norton trying to go on the runs. Finding Joseph under the basket. Again, beautiful transition by the Lions.
Yeah, back-to-back plays. Durham had a nice play, forcing some issues for London Lions. And then this time, Shanice Beckford-Norton in full flow finds Shaquila Joseph on the run.
I'm not quite sure they were trying to throw a dump down pass there when they didn't have the size advantage. I mean, probably you want, and I don't know. I mean, it's with the London Lions, they're one of those teams that you just can't afford to make mistakes. You make mistakes, they'll punish you. You get things right, they'll still punish you. Because in that case there, 5 turnovers, 6 points coming from those turnovers. Just not the team you can try and mess around with.
Yeah, Durham with eight turnovers as well. But yeah, maybe not the angle on that. That was a straight line pass inside. There's all the defenses in the key. Maybe that's a pass fake inside. Maybe you kick it to the wing, and then you got the better angle inside. But I mean, they've got multiple players, London Lions, with size. As we look at the steals and fast break points, 7 steals, 5 fast break points, should be 7. Vorpal will be frustrated. She missed her attempt with the left hand.
Yeah, I mean, that was the case. Yeah, a bad luck shot there. But, you know, credit to Durham at least. what we see from the transition defense, they are making every effort to try to get back into paint and stop the transition from the Lions. But again, offensively, if you want to win this game, you want to clinch that playoff spot, you have to make sure every decision you make here is calculated and on point against the London Lions. .144 to go here in the first quarter. Lions leading by 6 points. Last game of the regular season. Durham need to win this one. Trying to break the zone down. Finding an opening. Wide open. Front iron. Can't get it. And now Lions with Vorpal. Let's slow this one down. Shaquilla Joseph has a mismatch. Double team comes. Kicks out to Vorpal. She'll fire the three. She'll count it.
Yeah, Leslie Vorpal. 38% from three-point range. You can't leave her open either.
We liked the play from that one when they went down low. As soon as the double team came, she was wide open on the perimeter, but again, Durham going to an isolation, drawing the contact against Shanice Beck-Van. So that'll be 2 free throws for Durham.
Yeah, nice job from Eliza Brook, really attacking the basket and forcing Beckford-Norton to play defense and commit the foul.
Well, that's another thing here for Durham. If they can try to get into the penalty early on and get to the charity stripe, just something that can give them a bit of confidence to try and stay in this game. Because Lions, physically they are the best team in the WBBL, but it's also emotionally and mentally. We saw in the last game against the Newcastle Eagles, that game was dead and buried after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Durham will take a bit of confidence knowing that this is single digits potentially going into the second quarter. Vorpal using a double high screen here. Trying to find Cincina on the back pick. Charles will take a three in the corner. It's up, no good. And Durham this time are able to secure the rebound. Wayne looking for options now, being heavily tested. Getting a post up here with their best player. Guided by Shaquilla Joseph. 7 on the shot clock, down the middle. Pump fakes, turns around. Good defense by Shaquilla.
Yeah, and they're really making it tough for Soulsby. She's had to come back to her right hand on the jump stop and just didn't have the energy to finish off. Both teams played yesterday, so there is going to be some fatigue, especially for Durham, who are just 6 or 7 deep on the rotation.
Cincina here top, been heavily guarded. Lions going to the dribble handoff now, trying to move the ball, but they turn it over. Now Durham have a chance, last few seconds. Pump face goes up and cuts it down to a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, great job by Jessica Wayne.
Vorpal fires it, hits the backboard, but Durham will take a lot of confidence going into the second quarter, knowing that it's only a 5-point deficit here against the league champions. London on their way to maybe go for a quadruple. Durham fighting for a playoff spot as well.
Yeah, Durham have got it all on their plate, trying to get 7th or 8th spot, but I mean, to beat London Lions, it may be the fact that it's here. It's not where London Lions normally play. It's a home from home series, if you like, for Durham. They were here yesterday evening, a little bit earlier, 4:15 tip yesterday, so they're already acclimatised here. But it's what Durham can do. What can Durham do to slow London Lions down?
Well, the one thing that's going in favour for the London Lions at the moment is the rebounding. Of course, they are just doing a much better job of going for second chances. Look, when you have your very last donut, whether it's Dunkin' Krispy Kremes, what do you got to shout? Box out.
Oh, box out, sure.
That's just what they're not doing at the moment. Can you give this many second chance points here to the best team in the WBBL? You're basically saying, hey, look, take the W.
Yeah, they've got to do the little things. They've got to get the down and dirty. This potentially is their last game of the season. They lose, other results don't go their way, then they've got issues, and they're gonna miss out on a playoff spot. And it is, for me, they've got a small rotation. 6 players they just used yesterday against Oaklands. I'm not sure they go any deeper, maybe 7. And London Lions can call on any 10 players within their roster, and there's not a lot of drop-off.
Well, we'll give you the standings right now. London are top of the WBBL, champions of the league. 20 victories and only 1 loss that came from the Caledonia Gladiators. We were there. We witnessed history that day. As it stands right now, Durham are in 7th, just above Newcastle. Now, Cardiff Met Archers are currently in 9th, but they have won both of their games against Durham. So if Durham loses this and they're tied on the same record, it will be Cardiff that moves into the playoffs. That's what I said. You know, when you have to win a game to make the playoffs, and you're on the road, and you're against the league champions.
To play them again.
It's almost
potentially to play them again in the playoffs.
But it's almost mission impossible, isn't it?
It's as tough a task as they're going to get all season long.
Well, again, throwing away there. Lions leading by 5 points. Charles goes in with the Euro step. Chantel, Daddy Desmond, did you see that move?
She is a special player, Josh. She's come up with some massive plays recently. Just when the Lions need it, there's one right there.
I mean, she made that Euro step look so smooth. As there you can see Durham go for a three-pointer. Can't connect with it. Lions looking to push this one. Patiently building up. Shaquila in the post. Cincina wide open. She can make these, but doesn't connect. And there's another three in transition again. If they're going to play run and gun basketball, this is going to be a very long day here for Durham.
Yeah, I think they've got to pick their moments when they're going to run and gun and chance their arm. They've got to try and contain London Lions as well.
I think Will Soulsby has a bruised scar on her wrist right now. She's just pointed out to the referee to say, hey, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Seven-point deficit. Winterberg kicking out to Shaquila Joseph. Fires from the perimeter, but another second chance here for the Lions. Again, punishing the Durham Palatinates. Holly goes in with a one-legged float, and again, Shaquila. Well, missed that one, and finally, well, Durham come up with the board.
Yeah, again, no box out at all twice. They're very fortunate, Durham Palatinates.
All right, now it's less about the coaching here. Just giving too many offensive rebounds. I mean, that's just desire there. That's just hunger, intrinsic motivation. And when you need to win a playoff game, you got to find a player and just box him out. I told you. Last donut, what do you say?
Box out.
Box out.
Got it. You got to say it and you got to do it. You've got to say it and you've got to do it.
I mean, the only time you hear me say box out is when I've actually finished all the donuts. But these players, they actually need to make sure they prevent them from getting more points in the paint. Is now Will Soulsby goes up. Good defense. Turn around. Gets her own rebound. And maybe the Lions need to call box out.
Yeah, super play by both players. But Will Soulsby just kept going and gets the finish.
Back to a 5-point ball game. Winterburn driving down the middle. Opens up the Red Sea. Can't get it. Durham now with another chance. Will Soulsby. Again, just throws it right away. 3-on-2 there in transition. That's another turnover for Durham.
Yeah, see the frustration on the face of Bautista. She is wide open in the same spot where she made the one previously. Unfortunately, Harriet, Will Soulsby looks the other way. They're the fine margins. They need to be making every transition, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, whatever it is, they've got to make it count.
I think she was waiting for the backdoor cut to come, but again, in that place, there was so much opening there. It's almost like Moses opened up the Red Sea. You got to go for the layup.
She's got to trust herself. She's the leading scorer in this league.
Oh, beautiful pick and roll, but again, Azania getting her own rebounds. Chantel, what a dime. Are you kidding me? But another missed layup. Well, Durham almost turned it over again. Could get called for an 8-second violation, but they just avoid it. And this time, Will Soulsby goes up, draws the contact, and she will go to the charity stripe for 2 free throws. A foul is on Queen Z.
Yeah, they got there in the end, Josh, but good persistence by Will Soulsby. She's got to back herself. She is one of the top players in this league, and she's got to take it to Azania Stewart or Ty Battle, Shaquila Joseph, whoever is guarding her, and she's got to back herself to finish.
Averaging just under 22 points per game this season in the WBBL, and still identified to the official that she's been clawed. She's saying, hey, look at the bruise.
Well, right from the tip almost. First interaction between Soulsby and Azania Stewart. Azania is right in her face, blocks her shot, just causing Soulsby all sorts of issues. And the only way Durham's number 13 is going to get through this is she's just got to keep going. She's got to play through all the contact. She can't let it detract from what Durham are trying to do.
Well, I think there's some blood here, so that's probably why she's had to sub out just to take care of this. It's health and safety precautions. Well, she will go to the free throw line, hopefully when she comes back, and potentially could make this a 3-point ball game. Well, they can see so far the points, the bench points says it all, but that's been the case all year here with the Lions. That's no discredit to Durham, of course. Lions just have such a deep rotation.
Yeah, and they can get all 10 players in. It's no issue. You see Chantal Charles come in, or Beckford Norton, they're going to impact the game straight away. That's how they're wired. That's the instructions they have. So, no problem. As for Durham, I think they only used I was here last night watching them close up for the first time live, and they went 6 deep, maybe 7. They brought one player on right near the end once they had it won. So, and there's the shooting percentages: 30% from Lions, 50% from Durham from 3, but they've only taken 2.
But that's
one
a
of
testament
those
to
in
London's
transition.
defense, isn't it? Because London
sure.
it's not that they don't want to take 3-pointers. London just defend you in such a way that you can't even get a wide open look from the perimeter.
And 10 turnovers for Durham so far as well. And a lot of that's coming out of the press and the clawing and the double teaming and just getting in passing lanes and closing down angles. And it's tough. Whoever London Lions put on the floor, it's a tough ask.
7:22 to go here in the second quarter. Durham will have 2 free throws. And Will Soulsby just getting bandaged up on the forearm. I think there was a little bit of indication of blood coming out, which again is a health and safety precaution to take her out the game.
Yeah, and of course Harriet Soulsby is GB player, played Eurobasket qualifiers back 2014-15, played all the junior age groups, went to college in the States, and she's, I don't know, maybe again one day she'd be back in that GB fold.
Well, definitely with her versatility where she plays in and around the basket. Probably the one area of development. I'm not saying she's bad at this whatsoever, because I have seen her when she played against the Seven Oaks Suns. She can shoot the ball from the perimeter, but consistency would be the key for her, of course. But let me tell you, there's no surprise she's a top scorer so far for this team and in the WBBL with just under 22 points per game. Yeah,
she's the only player in the whole league over 20 points. Kiki at just over 18 in second. It's she just puts up huge numbers. And I didn't think she played amazing yesterday, but she still had a double-double.
Well, very talented player, but now Taylor Murray showing her talent by breaking the defense down. Battle top of the key. Durham trying to put the hands in the passing lanes, but any gamble could be costly. 4 on the shot clock. Battle goes in. Can't get it. Wow. Zania is fouled on the rebound. That's going to be the first team foul against Durham here in the second. Again, Azania Stewart, she sees the ball, she anticipates, but the main thing is she gets after it. She uses all that experience to get good position on the offensive glass. Fighting Chantal Charles. Under 10 here, down to Queen Z. There's a pull-up again, a little bit short. Durham come up with a loose ball. Numbers in transition. Well, it's going to be a traveling violation, surely, but somehow, some way, that went into the basket. I think maybe there should have been a travel called. That's an incredible play. Goes down, though. They need a bit of luck, Durham, to get this done today. Well, I think maybe not a travel, but definitely a carrying violation. Sure. That was 1-point ball game. Holly stepping through, finding Taylor Murray, turns it over, and now Durham have the chance to take the lead. Remember, they have to win here today to get into the WBBL playoffs. Will Soulsby now, guarded by Ty Battle. Trying to isolate here, the back down. Turning, twisting, doesn't get it, but gets her own rebound. Still competing. That goes out of bounds, and that will be London possession. Yeah, that's tough for Will Soulsby, because she backed Ty Battle down exactly where she wanted to, and then the finish was just a bit soft. It just got to the front rim, but again, there's going to be some fatigue issues, but they've got to keep playing her. She may not get a break at all. She's just got to play through it. But you look at her up against Azania. They're a similar height. It's a great matchup for the league to be watching this. Oh, absolutely, of course. I mean, the experience of these two players, as we mentioned, it's just such a key battle between them. And speaking of battle, Ty will bring this one up. Just under 6 to go here in the second quarter. Lions only with a slender 1-point lead. Give and go. Nice pass coming from Cincina. Now we got 5 on the clock. Chantal pulls up in the mid-range. Doesn't get it. Battle gets a 4th offensive rebound. Yeah. And again, this young lady has come ready for battle. Yeah, Ty Battle. What a great pickup out of the Delaware Blue Hens college team. Good offensive rebound. Well, there's a kick out. The three is up, or the long two, excuse me, but no good. Zania gets a loose ball. Murray finding Cincina, takes the mid-range, doesn't get it. And battle, well, let me tell you something right now. Durham is just going to cannibalize himself if they continue to let Ty Battle get all these second chances.
Yeah, it's a no-no. That's twice now she's got on the inside. I know there's going to be some matchup issues, but you've just got to box out. First thing, you've got to just hustle, get to a spot, get a body on the offensive glass. But again, Ty Battle around 6 foot, that 6 foot area. Athletic. She's tough, the same as Azania. They cause you issues in all angles on the offensive glass.
Just rattles out on the first free throw. 3-point lead here to London. 5:09 to go in the second quarter. Over 2 on both of them. Again, London, same story, but Otwell Soulsby able to secure the rebound. And Durham can cut it down to a 1-point ball game. Tie it up with a 3-pointer. Trying to get the switches on defense. Hesitation now. Wayne thought about it, doesn't take it. Back to Wayne in the corner. A few seconds here on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Step through, goes up. And Queensley preventing Otwell Soulsby with a second chance. Cincina unable to secure the ball for a wide open layup. Murray hesitate now. Little teardrop and getting it to rattle in.
Yeah, Taylor Murray, impressive. Nice job by Zania Stewart as well, setting that play up.
Well, Durham won't want the deficit to get any bigger than what well, maybe taking a few steps there as Otwell Soulsby takes the long one. Count it! That's a big-time 3-pointer.
Well, there she goes. She stepped out. Defense dared her to shoot it, and she did and knocked it down.
Well, I think she heard what I said earlier about maybe that's the part of a game she needs to improve. Again, she had no problems knocking the 3-pointer down. And Durham putting up a fight here. Foul is going to be called against Cincina. And this is good for the Palatinates, making it a more competitive game.
Yeah, Durham are playing great, and they're scoring big 3 from Soulsby, and then they're making it as tough as possible now for London Lions to get a score or get the offensive glass.
Well, Durham now with a chance to tie the game up, maybe take the lead with a 3-pointer. 3:53 to go here in the second quarter. Palatinates fighting for their existence this season. A win tonight will secure them in the WBBL playoffs. Wayne trying to go to handoff here. And again, a foul is going to be called against Zania Stewart, I believe. Zania just not quite sure she agrees with the call, but...
Well, again, that Zania Stewart is 6'3".
Now, when she does games with me in the BBL, she is taller than me. So when she's wearing heels, I think she's about a good 6'5".
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there you can see we've got a tie ball game at 30 apiece here with just over 3.5.
Eliza Brault, big game yesterday, 16 points against the Wolves, backing it up with more good play today.
Backdoor finding Cincina, the no-look dime. Queensley coming up with it. Vorpal thought about it. Murray in the corners, made 1-3, makes another one. And again, call the electrician because the London Lions are shooting the lights out. That's a 2-pointer. She did have a foot on the line, so maybe put the electrician's number on hold there for a second. Again, Murray.
Yeah. I mean, good hustle back. I mean, Durham have got to make it as difficult as possible. But Taylor Murray, you saw the jump shot, then the defense, and then the explosion to the hoop. She's same as Beckford Norton. They are difficult to catch in transition.
I feel like every offense now, Durham, because they're doing such a good job of staying in this game, it's almost like when you give the ball up, you're trying to catch your breath. But again, you cannot stay still when you don't have the ball in your hands. You need to keep moving to keep something going, keep the offense more fluid.
Yeah, and London Lions have got double trouble on the floor now with Murray and Vorpal. They are just super quick, and they're going to push the ball as much as possible.
Murray makes it a 4-point lead. 2-possession game, 3 minutes ago. Lions putting the full court pressure on.
2-1-2, and they get it through.
Well, had a wide open look there, didn't go for it. And the shot being heavily defended. Trying to find Wayne here. Tries another one. 3 is up. Well, that's a good look, in and out, but can't get it. And now battle in transition. She'll go up, and now she'll make it a 6-point ball game with just over 2.5 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, outstanding defense, rebound, quick release on the outlet. And Ty Battle, that was a good layup. Good body control there from the big.
Well, Durham doing a good job of breaking down the full court press. Now can they get something going on the offense? Movement off the ball, very static. Well, Soulsby now spinning, twisting, going up. Too much offense, suffocated defense. Again, putting up a no-look, getting fouled. Yeah. That's much better, because now she'll go back to the charity stripe.
I mean, what an experience for her, though, to go up against Azania Stewart, who is not giving, and if it's not Z, it's Ty Battle, they're not giving her an inch. They are saying, well, you are top scorer, you show it to us. And don't forget, only last weekend, they got absolutely taken apart by London Lions on their home floor as well, 117-50, I think, or around that. So it's only a week ago they had to play them up on their home floor and had a difficult afternoon. This is so much better.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Harriet Soulsby, if she makes this free throw, she's now 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists away from a triple-double. That's pretty good numbers for the first half.
That's outstanding, but exactly what Durham required.
Well, Cincina trying to bully away and can't get it. Durham with another chance now. 3-on-2. Can they capitalize? Campbell-Samuels now finding Harriet Soulsby. Corner. She's got to make this one. Mid-range. Doesn't get it. A little bit flat on that, but a good offense from Durham. Lions leading by 4 points. Kicks out to Shaquila. She's missed the last 3. Still can't get it, but Durham doing a good job keeping Lions off the second chances. But again, turning it over. That's going to go out of bounds. Now will be Durham ball, but Durham, they broke the pressure, but just slightly fell asleep there when they got into their own half. Yeah,
Hendershot, the captain, maybe should have got a shout, because if Taylor Murray's anywhere near you, you need to get rid of that ball as quickly as possible.
1:21 to go here in the second quarter. 4-point ball game. Lions still leading with a slender 4 points. But Durham putting up a good battle here. Well, I have my numbers completely incorrect there, as Harriet Soulsby actually has 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. I got the numbers mixed up with Hendershot, so my apologies there, but again, 3 rebounds still away from a double-double.
It's still pretty impressive.
Well, Taylor Murray leading the way so far here for the London Lions, 11 points after that. Vorpower 7. Well, they got to get the ball inbound. Hendershot using the ball screen now, finding an opening, puts up a little teardrop, too much. Joseph trying to lead the on-charge here on the fast break, finding Cincina. One more pass. Vorpower, corner, 3, doesn't get it. Battle getting another offensive board, and maybe should be going to the free throw line.
Yes, a couple of times now Ty's got the rebound, not come back down and try to finish in midair. Maybe just bring it down. You're big, you're strong, got a lot of skill in that area, and just finish from the floor.
Again, Durham choking under intense pressure against the Lions' full court press.
And Coach Stella Cassidy just helping Cincina up. She will love that hustle from potentially Lions' best scorer.
I'm going to give you a very interesting stat here. Ty Battle has a total of 5 rebounds, and 0 of them are defensive.
Yeah, and that says a lot. She is on the glass, and she's been allowed to get way too close to the Durham basket.
Under a minute to go now. Potential 2 for 1 here for Durham. 3 is up. 3 is good. 1-point ball game. 2 for 1 on the cards here for the Palatinates. Timeout now to the London Lions.
Yeah, Palatinates playing really nicely, really impressed with their pace, their precision, but their confidence when they let the shot go. Quick offense there and a quick release and nothing but net, and they are giving London Lions everything they can handle.
Well, 3-point shooting has been relatively much better here from the Durham Palatinates. Lions are currently 3 for 12 from the perimeter, while Durham shooting a very impressive 3 for 5. They were only 1 for 2 at one point, but they've made 2 so far here in the second quarter. I mean, positive signs here for Durham for a game they have to win.
Yeah, and they know that. They're playing pretty relaxed. We know they can do better on the defensive glass, but they're not the first team to struggle against Lions, especially when Azania Stewart is in the sort of mood she's in and Ty Battle. So I'm really impressed with Durham, and this is great for the league, great for Oaklands College to have a top-level game here.
Yeah, one thing I've been a bit sort of sad to see so far this season is the chronic criticism of how good the Lions have been. It's very tough when you have a team that dominates the league, but I can't see how it's a bad thing. You know, in the short run, it's going to, you know, try to make other teams better. They can see Otwell Souls, as we mentioned, 3 rebounds away from a double-double leading the way. But, you know, this is positive here from Durham. They'll take a lot of positives from this game, regardless whether they make the playoffs or not, to say, hey, look, we played a good half of basketball against the London Lions.
Yeah, and there's some teams that can't say that because they've just been blown away from minute one, and we've seen it at the Copper Box with some of the visitors just getting absolutely the floor being wiped with them. But they're hanging tough. They're right there.
Well, Durham need one more stop here to get that 2-for-1, as we mentioned, making the last three-pointer. Cincina catch and shoot from the perimeter, way off the mark, and again, a much better rebound. And that will be the 4th team foul against the London Lions. You gotta give this girl some credit. She has been terrific.
Eliza Brought, that is just superb. That's what.
Oh no, free throws. I was wrong. Sorry, penalty.
Yep.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the penalty. So 2 shots coming. So Durham, Palatinates can take the lead here, but you've got to put your body on the line. She has ended up hitting the ground, the floor hard. You've got to do that. That's the only way you're going to stop the London Lions' offensive rebounds.
Well, she is an 85% free throw shooter so far this season, averaging just slender 8.1 points per game. Makes them both now. 1-point lead here to Durham. Confidence flying here for the team from the Northeast. Seven seconds difference between the game clock, shot clock. 0 for 2 from the perimeter so far, but no problem for Shaquila.
Great job by Cincina. Double team on her, got rid of the ball straight away.
Now, if Durham is clever here, they'll dribble for the last shot. Don't give London any time to get one more opportunity. Hand shot, getting a hand off of Wayne. Down the middle, teardrop, can't get it. And the rebound has been secured, and Cincina will not try to rush anything here. 2-point lead to London Lions. Final game of the regular season here in the WBBL. London leading 39-37 against the Durham Palatinates. Well, I'm Josh Bett. He's Graham Hiscock. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes.
You could just blend in.
Absolutely.
Never take a single risk. Let opportunities pass you by. Or you can show up. Show people what makes you powerful. What brings you peace. Let them really see you. Own it.
I am Katerina Snitsina. I'm a basketball player of London Lions team, and also I am political activist from Belarus. To describe myself in 3 words: happy, because I'm a happy person, energy, a lot of energy, and love. I love everything. What am I doing, my life, this earth. As a basketball player, I am 3-point shooter. Why 3 points? Because there is no 4-point shot. So I will use also love, because I love this game, and that's a big part of why I still enjoy it. So yeah. Well, my favorite teammate from London Lions, it's for sure Z. She's the best. As a human, as a player, as your teammate, she always supports you, and she think much better about me than I thinking about myself. This is my 20th season, and I played with Diana Taurasi at the beginning of my career. I was 18, and I saw somebody who shoot like that. She don't care she miss, because she knows she's Diana Taurasi, and she knows she will score. And I really believe the way how I'm playing now, it's a big part of the way how I was learning from her. You just see that confidence in the player, and she never loses it, no matter how she plays that game. I remember it was one game, and we was playing against each other, and goal for this game for them was like play defense against me, so I didn't score more than 17. I scored 20. Diana was guarding me, and I just like dribble, shoot, and score. And like I stepped on her and I fell down, you know. She like picked me up from the floor. She was laughing. She's like, "Come on, Kat," like, you know. So she's a great player just because like she know how to enjoy basketball. Yeah, I'm just lucky to meet her at the beginning of my career. I'm captain of Belarus national basketball team for many years, but 2 years ago I decided to quit because it's a lot of going on in my country, but mostly it's because my government hate Belarusians. I, as many of my athletes, different sports, we stand up for people, not for government, and we speak out loud. The day when I announced it on my Instagram, what I'm leaving national team, I'm choosing my people. I don't want to choose government. It was more support than I get, I guess, in all my career for national team. I still stand up for my people. I still talking about situation in my country. And that's the reason why I cannot come back there now, because people in my country get arrested even for less. It didn't affect my parents right now. They're still in Belarus. I'm nervous they're still there, but we was talking many times, like, you want to move, like I will do everything you can move in any country you choose, but they don't want to. I communicate with my people on Instagram really well, like they texting me and I always reply. So I decided I want to do like little trip around the Europe, and I visit around like 12 or 13 cities where is the biggest community of Belarusians, and I just call people there, play basketball with me. I just saw a lot of people who, at least for 2 hours, forget about that stress what we have now, because it's a huge stress when people run away from country, and just enjoy how we spending our days here, like exactly this moment, and show the basketball sport can help you in this. And we now connected by one idea, you know, like to make our country free, and it's not about just basketball, and it's about people's lives.
So my name is Stella Calcidou. I'm the head coach of London Lions women's basketball team. I retired playing professionally since 4 years ago, and since then I'm coaching, and I'm really happy to be here. My professional basketball career was for almost 27 years. I spent 8 years in EuroLeague, 2 years in Eurocup teams. It has been a really full professional basketball career for me. I really enjoyed. First time I played for the national team was 1998 with under-16 women. I never stopped playing until 2019 that I retired. I was in seniors women's national team. It gave me the opportunity to do as a profession what I love the most, playing basketball. Gave me the opportunity to travel around the world, meet new people, create relationships. For me, it really helped me grow a lot, and I'm really grateful for that. One of the toughest players I ever had to play against is Diana Taurasi. We played against each other on the World Championship, so I had the impossible mission to guard her. Damn, she was really tough. It was really hard. Like, I remember myself trying to defend and getting in my face baskets all the time. I really enjoyed, like, it was great to play against her. I earned a lot of things from the teammates I had during all my career. One of the best bigs, let's say, that I played with is Tammy Fagbene, who is British. She was really one of the best teammates I ever had, not only because of her personality, but as a player she understands the game really, really good, and I really enjoy to play with her. I knew I wanted to become a coach a couple of years maybe before I decided to retire, and I feel like an obligation, if I can say, for me to give back something to basketball, because I took so many things from it. Playing on a high level for so long time, it gives me an advantage as a coach because I can understand how the players feel. I'm a really big fan of the idea that the power of a team is the team itself. And I love watching teams that they're playing and they're selfless, caring for each other, that you can see in every point of view in the court. Taking this role with the London Lions is really a big challenge for me. I think the organization is doing a great job trying to build a team on even higher than a professional level. So I'm really excited to be part of it. So the goals in short term with the team, it's to convince my players that they can do so much more. For me, that's the first bet right now, to just convince them that when they play with full energy and they are concentrate and playing what we are working, I think they can just play great basketball. My target is to bring back the best British players and build a team based on the British basketball players and just be the best we can be.
For too long, the old guard has held court. Their rules, their terms, their arena. But what happens when you take something from the streets and put it on display for the world to see? The tide starts to shift. It lets the old guard know exactly who's next and resets the stage for something new. This is street art, showing all season.
London's a place of diversity and options.
No matter where you're from, you'll always find your people here.
The community feels pretty tight.
East London's like its own little world. There's so many opportunities, no one's really left out.
You just have to know what you want and know how to go get it. Like a go-getter, like a hustler.
You walk down the street, you're always going to see someone who you recognise. You hear so many different types of perspectives and everyone else's story. You're a bit more understanding of people.
Being a Londoner, yeah, it feels like I'm involved in something, you know, I belong to something. East London means everything to me. I'm not afraid to be myself, 100%.
It's very special when everyone comes together. Everyone has a chance to be heard. In East London, everyone can belong.
You could just blend in. Never take a single risk. Let opportunities pass you by. Or you can show up. Show people what makes you powerful. What brings you peace. Let them really see you. Own it.
I am.
Welcome back, Basel fans. Second half action here between the Durham Palatinates, who need to win this game against the London Lions. Lions leading 39-37 here at Oaklands College. Well, hi everybody. I am your commentator, Josh Bett, alongside Uncle Graham Hiscock, my partner in crime at the 2022 FIBA Eurobasket in Tbilisi, Georgia. Graham, good fight so far here from Durham.
Yeah, they're doing a super job, exactly what they need to do, and staying with London Lions. They're repelling all the push and the drive that London Lions are throwing at them. 15 points for Otwell Salisbury, 11 for Brought, who's been excellent. And they've just got to keep going. Fatigue is going to kick in for Durham because they're short-handed. Don't forget, this is London Lions' third game in 5 days as well. They've been to Scotland, went to Manchester, haven't been back home for that, stayed up with Manchester for yesterday, and then back home for today's game. So we'll just have to see how the teams manage that situation.
Now, what do you think the Lions said into the halftime talk, of course? I mean, look, they've won the cup, they've won the trophy, they've won the league. But, you know, if you're the coach going into the halftime talk, I mean, you're expected to win this game. Time for panic?
No, I don't think so. They've just got to sharpen up. They've missed some shots they should have made, whether it's layups, putbacks on offense, on the offensive glass. A few jump shots haven't got down. They're 14 of 40 from the field, which is not as much as they usually are. They're a really hard-hitting team, knocking shots down. Now, Kiki Harrigan is not here, so the other players have got to step up, and they've got to continue to step up, and they've just got to put the foot to the metal. The first 5 minutes, Durham better be ready.
Well, again, we're only moments away from the restart here in the second half, but yeah, we got it to about Harriet Otwell Salisbury. I mean, she has been phenomenal this year, averaging 21.9 per game points, this season here in the WBBL. But she has just been, again, she needs to get 30 hits on if they want to leave with the victory.
Yeah, she's double-double last night. She's almost doubling, averaging a double-double, and she's just got to keep going and believing herself and challenging this London Lions defence, whoever's on her. Azania Stewart's a really tough matchup, but Azania's won some of the battles there, and Salisbury's also been able to maybe get her shot blocked, get it back, and still finish. So they've just got to enjoy this. What a great challenge for her individually, but also for the rest of the team. They've just got to not back down, keep going, keep believing.
Well, looking at the statistics from this game, Lions so far, only 7 turnovers. Taylor Murray, 11 points. Ty Battle with 6 rebounds. Let me tell you, I want to go back and see. Well, she finally has a defensive rebound. I don't think I've ever called a game in the 7 years we've been commentating FIBA basketball to see a player have that many more offensive rebounds. I don't think I've ever had a player more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds.
Yeah, super job from her. 5 offensive, 1 defensive, and Durham, I'm sure they're talking about it. They've got to get a body on the floor. There are some mismatches for them when they're trying to box out some of these London Lions players, depending on who Lions have on the floor. They've just got to box out, do some old-fashioned type boxing out. And then they can have their donuts after the game, Josh, and relax.
Well, I for sure, when I get on the train back to London, I will probably well, there's no Krispy Kremes here in St. Albans. I'm like Joakim Noah. So all I keep hearing about is how great St. Albans is, but I'm kind of at the stage now. I've never heard anybody say I want to go to vacation in St. Albans. I'm just...
Well, sure. You need to spend some time in the town. It's a great historical city. I worked here many years, and it's great.
What's that name that we kept... Me, you, Lloyd, my dad, is it the Hertfordshire Mafia we keep getting called?
Oh, Mafia. Yeah.
When I got called that, I was like, look, I've never been to Hertfordshire in my life. He's like, yeah, but you're Hertfordshire. What's a Hertfordshire?
You'll get it's by association. By association.
This is you guys that play golf. I'm not old enough to be that group.
One day you'll be there. One day you'll be there. But going back to Durham, I mean, 2 down, they would have been thinking, just give us that situation at half-time and let's try and work with it for the second half. But Lions, I'm sure Stella has said to them, come on, let's switch on now and let's put this to bed. We don't want to be letting Durham hang around deep into the fourth quarter, which is what Durham allowed Oakland's Wolves yesterday. And Oakland's nearly took them. You know, they ended up winning by 10, but it was only right at the end of the game they were able to put them away. So Lions will want to take care of business early here.
Well, it's very imperative here in the first few moments. Durham do come out very focused. I mean, look, you can play as hard as you want, but you have to play smart. This is usually the time of the game, as you mentioned, where Stella's probably told her teams, blow it out in the first few seconds, in the first few moments. So Durham need to make sure they're on point with every single possession here, both defense and offense. Lions will get the first possession of the second half. Welcome back. Final game of the regular season here in the WBBL. Durham need a victory here. Now, if Newcastle lose, that might not matter, as they're currently trailing at home to the Seven Oaks Suns. Cardiff will like their chances if Durham loses this. Cincina fires it up.
Yeah, that's just her second three-pointer, but catch and shoot. There's nobody better in this country, maybe in Europe.
5-point lead here to the Pride. Aldwell Salisbury now, defended heavily here by Queen Z. Pump faking, turning around, jump hook. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she's got the moves. I mean, she likes that play. You know she's going to do it. Tough to guard, though, the size that Aldwell Salisbury has.
I'll tell you what a twist and turn and a tough jump hook. Now it's over. Queen Azania. Holly now kicking this one out to Murray. She'll go down the middle. Little teardrop, too easy. Again, defense, nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I really like the way Taylor Murray's playing. It's really adding a lot of more offense now to her game. Soft touch on the runner.
Looking for a handoff now. Hendershot had some good looks in the earlier moments of the first quarter. Relatively quiet in the second. Smothered on defense, but a foul is going to be called against Taylor Murray.
And Murray's always trying to knock the ball away, get a deflection. And this time commits the foul.
Sideline possession here to the Durham Palatinates, trailing by 5. Again, needs some movement here off the ball. There's a pump fake now. Goes down the middle, wide open. The layup is up, and it's good. Well, again, where was somebody go looking? The lost and found. No help side defense from the London Lions.
Yeah, Chukwuetu, strong move and a left-hand finish.
Finding Cincina. She got the three-pointer here at the beginning. Now, Durham, can they get the loose ball? We got numbers here. Again, nobody running with them in the fast break. And a shot here under the basket. Again, too much defense down the middle. Teardrop, not enough on it. That's going to go out of bounds. I think that'll be Durham ball.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Durham. They really attacked the basket hard, couldn't get it to go, but London Lions couldn't corral the defensive rebound either.
Well, a three-pointer will tie the game up. A two-pointer will make it a one-point ball game. Just under 2 minutes played here in the third quarter. Durham, again, the results going to Newcastle will go in their favor if Seven Oaks win that game. Cardiff will be watching this one closely, hoping Lions come up with the victory. Hendershot turning around, twisting. The fadeaway, it's up. Nobody going in for a second chance. Lions trying to push the tempo now, going with a small backcourt. Cincina had the three-pointer, but didn't go for it. Trying to get a handoff now, fakes it. Almost turns it over, keeps it alive. Murray down the middle. Mid-range for Queen Z, back iron, can't get it. Durham survived that offense. Well, Durham looking to slow this one down. They almost throw it away, but the three is up. Three's off the backboard.
Oh, my.
Wow. HSBC, NatWest, still open on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's great ball movement. They were brave. They took the chance. They tied the game.
An offensive foul called against Zania. Well, Lions at the moment mentally just being tested here by the Palatinates.
Yeah, this is a great effort by Durham, Josh. Really good.
Well, they have the chance to retake the lead. They took a one-point lead at the end of the second quarter. The Lions had no problem restoring order for a three-pointer from Shaquila Joseph. Zania's gone to the bench. Shaquila back in the game. There's the penetration now. Where's the kick out? Finding Hendershot. She thought about taking the three. Goes in for the drive. Goes in with a tough one. Too much. And now Shanice Beckford-Norton on the runs. Goes up, draws a foul, and Shanice will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, again, Shanice Beckford-Norton in full flow. So tough to catch. And the foul committed by Durham, by Jessica Wayne, who just 2 points for her today. Second leading scorer on the team.
9 points per game this season for Shanice Beckford-Norton, averaging 73% for the free throw line. No problem converting with the first one. Lions make it a 2-point ball game. 3 minutes played here in the third. Full court pressure coming back on for the Pride. Well, Durham trying to play with a bit of patience now. Maybe getting away with a charge. Penetration, Samuels goes up. Too much on it, but nobody going in for second chances for the Palatinates. Again, it cost them. Mistakes down both ends of the floor, Graham.
You've got to make your layups, and then you've got to slow London Lions down. They did neither.
Well, they turn it over again where they tie the game up. Potentially could be a 6 or a 7-point ball game here to London. Lions reversing the ball. Murray coming off a ball screen. There's a kick out. There's a three. No good. Hendershot keeping the rebound under control. Now looking to push this one. Step back, another three. Again, just feel like somebody just going to park themselves down. They go in. Just, you know, it's almost like going, put your hand in a cookie jar almost. Well, Shaquila Joseph diving on the floor. And again, Graham, look at that. One player on the floor, and it's a London Lions player.
Yeah, great job by Shaquila Joseph. And, well, Soulsby was reaching down for it, and fortunate for Durham, they will get possession. But you're right, they've got to find somebody inside now and kick the ball in, and then they can turn the defense inside, and then they can kick it back out. They just don't want to keep firing away, and because as soon as London Lions get the defensive rebound, they're off and running.
Still a 4-point ball game. Durham breaking down the press. There's a kick out. Another three. Takes it. Again, all it takes, that's 3 possessions. All someone has to do is just run in, and it'll probably fall into their hands.
Good rebound.
Lions getting a second chance. Well, good pick and roll sequence. Shaquila Joseph in the mid-range. That's simply automatic.
Yeah, super play by Lions, just keeping the ball alive as a team. Shaquila Joseph with the jump shot on the baseline.
Oh, Will Soulsby looking for a post-up. Got it by Cincina, trying to spin baseline. Cincina's defense, just too much.
Yeah, I think we don't talk too much about her defense, but when she has to play Cincina, she's a high-level defender and just keeping Will Soulsby at bay there.
5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Final game of the regular season. Shanice Beckford-Norton's going to get called for the foul, the third team foul against the Pride.
Yeah, and the back screen there from Will Soulsby. Beckford-Norton didn't realise that was coming until it was too late. Commits the defensive foul.
Ten here on the shot clock. Will Soulsby got it here on the perimeter by Cincina. Few seconds left on the shot clock. Has to pump fake, puts up a tough one. Lions come over the loose ball. Chantel Charles trying to bully away, finds Joseph. Again, another wide open layup miss there from the Lions, and I think it's the rims here tonight because both teams have had some easy misses, and again, I feel like she almost threw herself at the defense, but she'll go to the free throw line, no problem.
Yeah, good aggression from Eliza Brault there, and she was just going to try and throw it up there off the glass, but she'll end up at the line for 2 shots. 6-point lead, and Durham really now, Josh, have got to decide, are we going to run or are we going to try and just keep it to a half-court game and conserve some energy? Because they don't want the game to get away from them now.
Well, it's a very good point you made there because currently the free throw line, Eliza Brault, she has 14 points so far tonight. She's been 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Again, just misses. Well, Graham, I always say this in every game I call, you never want to look back on a game and think the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. You just have to step up and make them.
Yeah, just 52% from the line, and she makes that one. So they've got to make everything they look at and continue doing that.
Back to a 5-point ball game. Lions can try to push the pressure ahead. And a traveling violation. Well, a bit of a lackluster turnover. Now, Durham have 13 turnovers tonight. That will be the 11th turnover for the London Lions.
Yeah, just good play from Jessica Wayne. She may not be scoring heavily tonight, but she's a super athlete. Long arms, dangerous defender.
Hendershot now, the give and go finds Wayne. Wayne goes up again, no problem with the backdoor play.
Yeah, you saw that developing. Lions did not react. Nice catch and finish from Jessica Wayne.
Cincina with the penetration. Down low, good help side defense. Shaquila goes up, no foul called. Hendershot now, good hands. Durham have numbers. But look how quickly the Lions are able to come back. There's the pump fake. Down the middle, there's the bump. Doesn't get the and one. She will go to the free throw line. Durham believing in themselves.
That's just a fantastic play. Quick ball movement. The defense has got to react and come out. And Eliza Brault just explodes to the hoop back at the free throw line.
4:03 to go here. Queen Azania will come back in. Katerina Cincina will take a breather.
There's 3 fouls on Katerina.
Second miss of the night here for Brault.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? You're standing still, no one in front of you trying to guard you. It's just composure, and she misses both. And if this is a close game, and the foul on Harriet as well, I think.
Well, both free throws, costly opportunity there to make it a 1-point ball game. 4:02 Durham, 75% for the free throw line, as is London. Well, if you're a conspiracy theory, if you like to make conspiracy theories, there's one for you right there. Front iron can't get it. Trying to battle back now. They got a wide open layup. They get this one. Comes up with it, and then there's the there's the field goal. 2 points, makes it a 1-point ball game.
And that is just tenacity and not giving up on the play. Great job by Chantel Charles, but in the end, it's handed the possession to Durham, and Jessica Wayne, really coming to the fore now offensively. That was really clever what she just did. Got Shanice Beckford-Norton off her, finished with the left hand.
Well, timeout now to the London Lions. Again, when you thought they were going to run away with this game, all of a sudden Durham, they just don't know when to quit. They don't know when it's over. And you want to see this.
Yeah, teams have to challenge London Lions, and I'm sure Coach Stella Calcidu and the other London Lions coaching staff, they want this. They need to find out from their players because they're going to be challenged in the playoffs. Whether it's they're playing Durham again, depending on what happens with the results here, or when they meet Leicester or one of the teams at the top end in the final or semi-finals. They've got to be battle-hardened. Everyone's just adjusting their minutes, adjusting their roles slightly with Kiki leaving. This is the perfect test for them.
3:44 to go in the third quarter. Well, if you're a Durham Palatinates fan or part of the basketball franchise in Durham, you've got to take a lot of positives from this game so far. Well, good news for Durham fans. Seven Oaks Suns with 48 seconds left, are leading 65-50 against the Newcastle Eagles.
Why,
man? I can't believe it.
Well, that's a decent effort by Newcastle, but this means that Durham have definitely qualified, whether they're in 7th or 8th place. They win, they get 7th. They lose, they'll be in 8th, and Cardiff will get 7th. I think that is as it is. But it's great to have a scrap right at the last game day for teams jockeying for playoff position.
And again, you know, if Durham, regardless whether they win or lose this game, it will give anybody confidence knowing, hey, guess what? Lions, as great as they are, we can compete with it. As Vorpal with a pump fake, mid-range, no problem.
Yeah, Lisa Vorpal, smooth as you like. Nice job by Holly Winterburn finding up.
There's a quick penetration out. Again, nowhere to go. Heavily defended. 10 here on the shot clock. Head to shot, pick and pop. Again, the no look. Oh my goodness. Give this lady some credit.
Yeah, super job. Quick release as well. So Azania couldn't get any defense played.
I don't think she was looking at the basket on that one. Again, can I see the replay, please? I've just been told by our producer that's an absolute no, but again, if you're a content creator, please find that one by Outwell Soulsby. Sets a ball screen. That's going to go way off the mark there.
Partially blocked, I think, Joss. And a little bit of afters between.
I think an unsportsmanlike foul is going to be called. I think there's a double, actually, probably. Oh, it's a hold, excuse me, no.
Yeah, she gets the shot partially blocked, and then a bit of reaction there. Durham cannot afford to be getting any extra fouls.
Well, they had a chance to retake the lead on that one. They went for a three-pointer, and now it's Holly time. Trying to find Azania. And Shaquila's going to get a call for the traveling violation. And the issue I have with that call, if you're going to call that one, you're going to have to call 100 more of those in the game because...
The travel?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not saying there's not a travel, but you see that so often. And if you're going to make the one case, you're going to have to balance it out with more cases because we see that with probably on every single possession for both teams. Durham building confidence. Hendershot, pump fakes. Goes around the middle, doesn't get it, gets her own rebound. Finds Otwell Soulsby. Another three, fires. Got it! Oh, we are back on air now. Okay. Well, we apologize to our fans. If you did hear anything that was slightly unfunny from myself, it was because we thought we were off air. But now Durham, who did take a 2-point lead. Lions have restored a bit of order. Now they have possession back. Sorry, we do apologize. We did go off air slightly. We do apologize. Well, the reason we went off air is because our producer sneezed on the camera, so we do apologize.
And a travel, late call. She who shouts loudest is heard, but that's correct call.
Costly turnover there for Durham, and chance to retake the lead now. A potential 2-for-1 here with 54 seconds. Lions, if they can get a bucket here and a stop down the other end, potentially could finish the third with maybe a 2, 3, 4, 5, or a 6-point lead, depending what they get in these offenses. Holly going back door. Caught in a double team, nowhere to go. Kick out, turns it over. Durham can retake the lead. There's the penetration, goes up. Wow, what a block by Ty Battle. Said, not in my house. Vorpal finding And there's the foul called.
Yeah, that's fantastic play by Ty Battle. What a block. And being up there again on the offensive attempt, ready to make the finish.
I tell you there, Eliza Broad, she went into the lane, made an application to the University of Hoops, and as soon as she sent that one to the bucket, Battle said rejection. Access denied. Now 2 free throws
Are
here.
you ever going to publish your book of quotes and sayings, Josh?
Not as good as the great Jeff Taylor, I tell you. Jeff was calling BCL the other night and said it was a Bond game. I think it was, I can't remember the player, said he's got into a German telephone booth and he's come out as Superman. I said, I like that one.
Or Superwoman in this game. Nice job by Chantel Charles on the free throw. Lions being challenged big time here, and Durham Palatinates have been superb.
Well, the Palatinates almost turning it over with that play. Wayne finding Hendershot. Chantal reaching in. Well, he'll throw it away there. Again, Palatinates choking under intense pressure. And Vorpal's going to make it a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, and that's Lions at their very best.
Time to get one last shot off. 3 is up, and again, no good off the backboard. Ladies and gentlemen, London lead this one 58-54 against the Durham Palatinates. Final game of the regular season. I'm Josh Bett. He is Uncle Graham Hiscock with the partners in crime at the 2022 FIBA Eurobasket in Tbilisi, Georgia. But right now, it's here at Oaklands College for WBBL basketball.
Yeah, super game. And Durham have just kept going, and they will not give in. But you just saw what London Lions could do. They're just getting in every passing angle, scrapping, just playing as if their life depends on it. In the end, they got the turnover, and this time, Vorpal with the layup, and it goes in, and they got everything they wanted out of that defensive possession.
I just felt in that final possession there, Brault tried to dive on the floor and just threw it away. Just keep it under control. I mean, look, dive on the floor with it if you want, but don't turn the ball over here against London Lions, because when they get a loose ball, they just ride out on the runs. They are probably the quickest team here in the WBBL in transition.
Yeah, Lions just sped them up. There's been a few times when Durham have been dribbling, they've picked the ball up, then they overbalance, and then, well, as soon as you've picked that ball up, Lions are going to be swarming all around you.
I mean, that's an impressive stat there for Durham. Only 1 less offensive rebound than the London Lions. Not many teams. I mean, I always said if you want to compete with the Pride, you have to shoot well from the perimeter. But they've done a good job. They've really responded from the criticism that I gave them in the first half that they weren't getting enough second chances. That is a key stat for them to take some confidence here in the fourth.
And they've got to keep doing it. And we see the rebounds, the assists, 18-13 Lions. They're averaging up around 30 assists a game. So great job by Durham to reduce that, 11 steals to 9. So both teams are really going for it. Jessica Wayne has become, and Bautista, Bruce, excuse me, have become more and more important for this ball club. We're going to have to see. I mean, we're at the end of the third, so we're going into the fourth, and it's only a 4-point game. This is just what we need on a Sunday afternoon in St Albans.
Durham with 16 turnovers, Lions with 14, but as we mentioned, rebounds have been key. Well, the Lions so far in this game, 11 for 14 from the charity stripe. Well, the Palatinates shooting 9 for 12, 5 for 9 for the perimeter for Durham, and 5 for 18 for the Pride. 1 quarter to go here. Cincina made the first field goal of the third quarter. Good ball now, finding Battle, turning around. Deja vu, just like the third quarter. Katsirina, Cincina.
Yeah, that's big time bucket right in the face of Harriet Alto Salisbury, and the defense is really tightening now.
Well, here's where the panic button's going to be pushed here by Durham. Again, just choking under the intense pressure from the defense. Just need to calm things down. Now, it's not a fresh 24. It's a fresh 14 here for the Lions. Backdoor cut. Good pass by Charles finding Vorpal. It's beautiful ball movement. And all of a sudden, a 4-point lead becomes a 9-point ball game. But again, there you go, another turnover. I mean, Durham, no off screens, no way to get each other open. It's just, it's panic mode.
Yeah, first time in the whole game that they've just been totally outplayed.
The foul has been called out. Again, if I'm the head coach, I'd call timeout just to calm the players down. Look, if they go to this man-to-man press, get to the free throw line, scream for each other, get open, just get, I mean, Durham have been fantastic in this game. And he's done exactly that. This is good here from the Palatinates.
Yeah, it just shows London Lions can just cause you so much damage in such a short space of time. That's 45 seconds or so, and they've turned the game up on its head.
Well, the head coach of the Durham Palatinates, Lee Davey, a very experienced coach here in the WBBL. And again, the right thing to do here with his players, try to calm them down. I mean, great. As we said, you're trying to get the ball inbound right next to the baseline. My old man used to say, with any team used to coach, full court press, man-to-man, send your bigs, get them up the court, get away defenders, free throw line extended, screen for each other, get open, and then clear out. Yeah,
you either got that option or you could leave a big around the halfway as the lighthouse. But again, with the size that Lions have got, that might not even work either. So yeah, clear the floor. And if Lions want to make all their pressure in the front court, you've got some players spare in the back court. But just superb. It's great to see close up for these fans that have come today, and it's a full house. The bleachers are full, and what a great opportunity for the youngsters. We've had, as you saw it ongoing earlier, we've had the Hearts County training going on today.
Oh, that was great.
The girls yesterday were very much part of the plans yesterday, and under 13, under 15 boys today. So, and some of those players have stayed on to watch this. So, if this isn't going to inspire you, then I'm not sure what is.
Lions can make double digits here. Vorpal coming off one screen. Good ball movement. Battle under the basket. Too easy for the Lions.
Yeah, they're just cutting Durham open. Nice job by Ty Battle. Quick finish.
Palatinates having a complete capitulation here.
It's a pity. They've played so hard for so long. But in the end, and we've seen it in the rare games when it's been close, London Lions will wear you down over 40 minutes.
And you kind of thought the way they were playing that they were going to keep this closer in the fourth quarter, because it's always that third quarter when you start, you need to make sure you're mentally and emotionally, like, when we saw the Caledonia Gladiators defeat the Lions. But, that's a traveling violation. I think the Oyster card doesn't work out here in St. Albans. But I know Luton Airport's not too far away from it, but you can't be traveling like that part here. Chantel kicking out here to Vorpal. Good ballman here from the Lions. Cincina made the last three. Off on that one, but another offensive rebound. 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Can Durham get it together? Vorpal all the way. Well, Murray taking one too many steps to get Battle. 6 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's Ty Battle time. Great job finding her every time by the London Lions.
Another turnover, backcourt violation. Mental blunders here for the Palatinates. But good news for them. Newcastle lost against Seven Oaks Suns.
Yeah, maybe they're aware of that and that's distracted them, I don't know. Or maybe they don't want to know, but they've done so well for three quarters. But London Lions have come out like a completely different team. They're hungry. It's like it's 0-0 again, and they are completely back up for this.
Murray down the middle, finding Vorpal. Another penetration. Down low, ball, Battle. This young lady, her movement off the ball, she just gets into such great positions. But it's the awareness of knowing who has the ball. I mean, that's why she's a top professional. But we got a timeout now. London want to talk it over as they're going to have one inbound play here. 13-point lead with 8 minutes here in the fourth.
Yeah, and game's been completely turned on its head, and London Lions just showing why they're the league champions for this year. Last year, won all the cups as well. And they're going to be hot favourites to win the playoffs. And it's because they can turn things around so quickly with their defence. Okay, we've mentioned a few times today they've lost Kiki, but hey, they got Taylor Murray, they got Vorpal. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they put that press on, and they're going to say, well, try and get past us.
I mean, they're a very intimidating team to play. When they set that press, whether it's player on player, whether it's a zone press whatsoever, it becomes almost exasperating to try and break it down. Then once you broke it down, then you got to try and execute your offense again.
Yeah, and your brain starts getting scrambled as well, because then Otwell Soulsby, she's then trying to dribble, bring the ball up down the sideline, exactly where London Lions want you to be. And I guess it's fatigue. It's just you can't see the pass, or by the time you've seen it, there's a London Lions hand in the lane. It's an absolute masterclass of setting the defense. Durham must have known it was coming, but they just couldn't deal with it.
Lions possession on the baseline. 1 second left here on the shot clock. It's literally a catch and shoot. I think it's going to Cincina. Well, there you go. That's going to be a 24-second violation. Well, Battle was wide open in the corner. They didn't get the ball to her. But Durham have 8 minutes to try and salvage something here in this game. Trailing by 13. Palatinates have been good here so far. Where they've struggled is stability here in the backcourt in the fourth quarter. Turnovers, but also not taking care of tie Battle in and around the basket. It's going to be a 5-second violation.
Great job. I mean, that's tough. It was, I think, a bit lucky not to get the 5 seconds, but London Lions are overplaying everything, so they've got to try and make some back cuts now. That's where the space is in behind.
Well, Wayne looking for hesitation. Soulsby again, too strong off the backboard. Chantel with a rebound. Down the middle. Trying to find Shanice Beckford-Norton to the right. It was a 3-on-2, but it comes off a Durham Palatinate player's foot. That's going to be baseline ball to the Pride.
Yeah, good push by Chantel Charles, but she just couldn't make that final pass.
Tempo will be key here in this game. Finding Cincina. Suffocated defense now. Again, throwing it away. And the security guard here at Oaklands College was wide open at the entrance. That's going to be a turnover. Hendershot trying to attack here. Kicks this one out to Soulsby. Tries a three. Up, no good. Durham now trying to find some identity here in the fourth quarter. Lions forcing him into tough shot. On the 10 shot clock as Shanice Beckford-Norton fires in the mid-range. Takes it. That's a three-pointer, excuse me. That might be good night to St. Albans.
Yeah, again, they just keep moving the ball. This time, Shanice Beckford-Norton knocks down the three, and it's 12-0 this quarter, and London Lions just showing why they are the champions. Yeah, so Durham know that they are through into the playoffs.
I'm just getting confused here by our producers. I think they're to our left right now. They're playing mind games with us at the moment. By the way, when we went off air early, that was because one of our producers accidentally knocked over the Wi-Fi system and knocked it over with his Happy Meal he got from McDonald's. So.
Lions with 23 assists now, so they're starting to head up to the area where they want to be. Sharing the basketball, and with Shanice Beckford-Norton knocking down that last three. 5 points for her, 2 assists. Chantel Charles playing well, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist for her. Got some super British talent along with Holly Winterburn, and of course Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, British passport holder.
Well, Cardiff Met Archers will be very happy to see this scoreline, a relieving scoreline for that matter. The ones who won't be liking this, Newcastle Eagles. Well, Hendershot now had numbers but didn't react quick enough. Strong penetration to the baseline. It's going to be a foul against the Lions. That's their first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Baseline ball to the Palatinates. Trailer by 16. It was a 4-point ball game at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Goes all the way, little teardrop. But again, too much on it. Lions will try to push this one. Numbers. Murray goes up, and again, she puts too much on it. Battle with another offensive rebound.
Wow, the pace of Murray and Beckford-Norton is sensational. And then Battle arrives. The ball doesn't drop, and Battle's right there as well. They've got some serious athletes on this team.
Again, also the intrinsic motivation these players give themselves every game to battle for everything. Zania off the ball screen, gets fouled.
Yeah, that's a heavy collision there, but Zania was right to the hoop as she caught that and gets to the line for 2 shots.
And she didn't even look fazed by the contact. I mean, that was a hard foul, too.
Yeah, Hendershot ended up on the floor, and
That's what I'm talking about.
she knows she's just been in a collision with Queen Z.
Oh, Queen Z just took that hit, turned around like, hey, ain't no thing. Like,
yeah, Stewart, 76% free throw shooter.
well, Durham fans trying to put off Queen Z on the second free throw, but now a 17-point ball game here to the Pride. Durham have been fantastic in the first 3 quarters. Remember, they had a lead on 2 occasions. Goes in with a post-up, draws a foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's a good move. I like that.
Yeah, she realised she had Vorpal on her, had a height advantage, backed her down, got to her favoured left hand, just couldn't finish.
Well, Jessica Wayne making the post-up there. That's what I like to call a bit of Wayne's World there in the post.
Like it, like it.
Well, 6-16 here. I mean, a comeback is not impossible, but the way this game has gone here in the fourth quarter, emotionally and mentally, you'd have to say it'd be a very tough task against the league champions. As now it's a smaller deficit, but again, a lot to ask here for the Durham Palatinates.
Yeah.
Battle top of the key, guarded by Soulsby. Lions going to the dribble handoff, trying to get the switches. Mid-range coming. Queen Z with the offensive board. Vorpal down the middle. She'll pull up for the mid-range. She'll take it. Nothing but net by Vorpal.
Yeah. Great mid-range shooter. And this time just catch and shoot. Nothing but net.
17-point ball game. Well, again, getting knocked over to the ground almost like a bulldozer. Wayne coming off one screen now. Shifting, baking all the way. Can she get it? Good defense by Battle. Lions trying to push the tempo. Back for Norton now. I think they're going to call foul against the defense, and I think that's the right call. Blocking foul. Then again, you know, because we don't have a replay system, of course, it did look at one point there was a bit of a shove there from Shanice Beckford Norton. But again, we must give a shout out to our camera crew and production team. They have been phenomenal here tonight. I have given them a hard time, but you know they are top world class. And I mean that with all honesty. With the donut.
with not a lot of setup time either. They've done a formidable job.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they had to come in here very quickly. Again, shout out to all the production teams doing a good job for all WBBL and BBL basketball this year. It's Beckford Norton now taking the second free throw. No problem. Making it a 19-point ball game with just over 5 minutes. Well, a lot of positives to take from this game here for the Palatinates, but now it's about pride here, finishing the last 5 minutes. Backdoor play, beautiful. Wayne was wide open, fumbles it. Lions come up with it. Battle's got numbers. She's gonna go herself, pump fakes. And again, too easy for Ty Battle.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Durham, but the London Lions capitalise again. Ty Battle with the finish in transition.
Well, that's gonna be the third team foul against London Lions. Not something they want to pick up too many to finish off this game. They'll try to finish this as smoothly as possible. Cincina checking back into the game as Chantel Charles will go to the bench to take a breather. She fouls out of the game. And Holly Winterburn will come back in for Shanice Beckford Norton. I think they've called an unsportsmanlike foul here. Yeah? I didn't see a signal for it.
It's just a personal foul on Beckford Norton at the moment, but maybe something's being said.
There was no lineup. Okay. Oh, no, a technical foul was called. Okay. Well, there was one free throw. Maybe it was a bench technical. We didn't see an indication for it, so I guess as good as yours, ladies and gentlemen. Watching live here on the YouTube stream. 20-point. Well, Will Soulsby going in, getting rejected.
That is a Zania Stewart at her best there.
Queen Z said, get out of my palace. Vorpal going baseline. Winterburn, corner, 3, doesn't get it. Now Durham continuing to battle here, continuing to pile the pressure, salvaging anything. Oh, Will Soulsby, she's been phenomenal in this game, but right there, throws it away.
I think in the end, Azania Stewart and the Lions are going to wear young Harriet down.
Well, she has a double-double tonight, 10 rebounds, 20 points, 8 assists away from a triple-double, but the likelihood in under 4 minutes. Queen Z, mid-range, front iron, can't get it.
Look at that again.
Well, Lions just almost like a children in a candy store here, just passing the ball around. Battle goes in, simply unstoppable. And again, a movable force, no problem there from Ty Battle. Well, Battle is 1 rebound away from a double-double tonight. 22-point lead here to the Pride. 3:28 to go. Final regular season game here in the WBBL. London Lions, league champions, cup champions, trophy champions.
Yeah, just on that sequence of defense, great job by Cincina, stopping the back cut and then just knocking the ball out of bounds.
We'll give a go play there, coming off a kickball violation against Cincina. So fresh 14 for the Durham Palatinates, 3:24. Well, there's a deep shot again. The temperature in this arena, well, this leisure center, I should say, just dropped here. Lions continue to pile the pressure on here against the Palatinates.
Cincina with the 3, nothing but net from the wing.
Well, that was almost a deposit there for the final shot. I mean, when she gets it going, she can cook. I tell you, she just cooks it when she makes the first couple of three-pointers. Wayne makes the give and go, and I think Vorpal is inside the restricted area, so that's why it's going to be a defensive foul against the Lions.
12 points for Cincina. 5 assists and 4 rebounds to go with that.
You know, the real issue where it went downhill for Durham Palatinates, again, we mentioned they played phenomenal basketball in the first 3 quarters. It was the beginning of the fourth, and all it was just taking care of the ball, the basketball in the full court pressure. Otwell Soulsby, show fire from downtown, front iron, misses shortly. Lions again, 24-point lead, blowing this game away here in the fourth. Well, Battle wide open on the back pick. Finds Cincina, why not? Another one. Back iron, can't get it. Durham again. About pride for them. They've competed well here. And they'll be looking forward to a playoff position due to the Newcastle Eagles losing at home against the Seven Oaks Suns. Cincina putting a hand in the cookie jar, and it will be a baseline now. Who cares about the Phoenix Suns when you got the Seven Oaks Suns, I tell you.
Yeah, you got it. But it looks like Durham will end up in 8th with Cardiff Met Archers in 7th.
Well, the good thing here for Durham is they can look forward to a trip to South London, the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Monday week.
I love Crystal Palace. That's where that's where old man Mickey Betts started his career. Every time I walk in that arena, that very old leisure centre that gives me so much nostalgia is, remember when I was a ball boy for the London Towers back in 1998, 99, and then 2000, seeing people like Chris Finch and Nick Nurse coming to coach the Giants and the Sheffield Sharks back in the day. British basketball's back on the rise.
Oh, sure. And Nick Nurse, I see, no longer Raptors coach, so maybe he makes a return.
But hopefully, I believe, I have been told, still Team Canada coach for the upcoming 2023 FIBA World Cup. Hope so, because that's where he'll be in Indonesia.
Yeah, and you'll be there as well, on hand.
Will I?
Potentially.
Potentially. Well, another shot there. Lions again playing with the freedom, the confidence, like the champions, winning the WBBL Cup, the WBBL Trophy, the league, and one more to go probably, and that is the playoff championship. Hendershot spinning. Brold had the shot now, finds Wayne there, pump fake, nowhere to go. As Otwell Soulsby puts up a little teardrop, can't get it. Under a minute and a half to go. Vorpal running in transition, pump faking. Oh, baby! Are you kidding me? Sent her flying out of Luton Airport.
Leslie Vorpal just again ran hard, got ahead of the defense, finished with a plump.
Well, I'm not sure if she decided to make the defense fly with EasyJet or Ryanair because the closest airport is Luton Airport, excuse me. Stansted's just a little bit further that way, isn't it? Yep.
That's over the other side, Essex.
That would be EasyJet, wouldn't it?
Nice job, though, by Durham Palatinates with that finish. Eliza Brault.
Minutes ago now, 24-point ball game battle continuing to fight to the end. 8 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, she's just unstoppable, just quick, and she's making quick decisions, and they're getting her open.
Well, Palatinates, again, will be happy to know they're in the playoffs, as we just mentioned, Graham. And they'll be facing the Lions, and the bank is open. Well, Sunday you can't go to HSBC, but let me tell you something. With this young lady, you can make a few deposits.
Yeah, Eliza Brault, she's bought her A game today. 3 of 6 from behind the arc.
You say Eliza Brault or Eliza Banker Brault? That's the second three-point bank
Yeah.
shot. Hey.
And she just runs back as though that's what I do.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, there's some good signs for Durham, and they're all going to have to perform again when it comes to the playoffs.
.23 seconds left. Winterburn now, top. Coming off one ball screen. Bumping now, drawing the contact. She will go to the free throw line. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this franchise progresses next year, of course, with the London Lions. It's been a new look midway through the season. New coach, of course. Be wondering how this team does look next year. Remember, the future is very promising for the Pride.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see who they bring in. They're going to want to keep going with a British theme as well. Get the top British talent.
Well, that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us here in Oaklands College. I am Josh Bett. He is Graham Uncle Hiscock. At the end of this one, Lions win it 90-65 to wrap up the regular season here of the 2022-23 WBBL season. Lions losing one game this season. That was to the Caledonia Gladiators. Fantastic season for the Pride. 3 trophies down, the cup, the trophy, and the league championship, but one more to go in their mind, and that will be the playoffs, which will be featured at the O2 Arena in Southeast London. Well, Graham, some key stats here from the game, of course.
Yeah, 45 rebounds for the Lions, 37, 15 offensive, 29 assists. London Lions ended up with, they really put on the afterburners in that final quarter. And the top scorers, Ty Battle finishes with 18, Vorpal 15, Taylor Murray 15, Brault 23, Altawell Salisbury 22. But a great effort by Durham. For 3 quarters, they were right there, and it was the first minute, really, 45 seconds of that fourth quarter that London Lions blew things open, got it to a 5-point lead, and then just moved on from there, and they were unstoppable. 90-65, they run out winners.
Well, Lions can look forward to the playoffs. And again, it'll be very interesting postseason. The games will be played at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre, not at the Copper Box, so make sure you get yourself down for the big occasion. Another historic season still on the cards here for the Pride. Again, it was a very close game up until the fourth quarter, but you got to feel for Durham Palatinates. They competed very well, but they just choked under intense pressure against the full court defense from the London Lions.
Yeah, and we just need to confirm for sure if Durham are in or out. We looked at all the scenarios, and so we just need to clarify that before we speak with Coach Lee Davey, who's going to speak to us now. And but they played like a team that deserved to be in the playoffs, but they've come up against the best team in this league, maybe the best team that's ever been assembled in women's basketball in Great Britain.
Well, you want to take this interview?
Sure.
We all know how it went at the FIBA Eurobasket.
Yeah, so, I mean, Lee's had two games here with Durham, having success against Oaklands. They were pushed really hard yesterday by Oaklands Wolves, who aren't going to be making the playoffs. And maybe that helped prepare them for today, because for 3 quarters, they were dynamic, and they just pushed London Lions all the way.
Well, we're going to be courtside with the Durham Palatinates head coach momentarily to get his thoughts. And Uncle Graham just has to stand up right now. He's been told like a schoolboy. How are you, Coach? You good? Yeah. Oh, let's just modify that for you quite a bit better. Yeah, I tell you what, that was a very good game. I mean, look, one thing I want to say to you, I want to congratulate your team. Looked very, very well organized. They competed very hard. Not many teams in 3 quarters can have one less offensive rebound than the London Lions. But in the 4th quarter, what in your mind went wrong for you guys?
I was just saying concentration coming out. We knew they were going to push, and when we did, and we got caught off guard with what type of pressure, we just didn't make the adjustment quick enough, and we let one bad possession snowball into 3-4, and you just can't do that at this level. We did a great job weathering that storm for 3 quarters, but we had a 3-minute period in the start of the 4th that just allowed them to blow open the game. And once you get down by that many to a team of this quality, it's really hard to get back in it.
And Harriet, she's a phenomenal player. I mean, look, she had to do a lot of the bulk of the scoring for you guys tonight. You know, what is it about her that just makes her such a great player for your team, both on and off the court?
Her personality, she's a great person. She's a fantastic role model for young girls and aspiring basketball players. She's a great teammate. She wants nothing but the best for the people around her, selfless, willing to take on an incredible load when she needs to, but willing to share and distribute, and shares in the successes of a teammate.
Now, we know Durham has a history of basketball here in the Great Britain. What is the future for the Palatinates and basketball even further on from Durham in the Northeast?
Well, I think it's trying to create that fan base, giving those positive role models to young basketball players, both male and female. You know, there's a lot of good stuff that we're doing here at Durham with links to our partnership club in Hartlepool, the Huskies. I think we're on the tipping point of hopefully making something really special up there.
Coach, I want to say, good game for 3 quarters, and all the best you've got in the future.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, we're now going to be with the head coach of the London Lions, Stella, to get her thoughts. And after a very, very close encounter, her team will leave with the big victory here tonight. Well, hello, Coach Stella. How are you? We have to kindly ask you put the headset on, of course, so they can hear you. But well, first of all, you know, a very close game for 3 quarters, but your team defensively making Durham choke under intense pressure. What did you say at the end of the 3rd quarter to your players?
Well, we were expecting that it would be hard. We know that Durham is a team that's wants to play really aggressive on defense, and this takes us out of rhythm and from what we want to do. So, you know, I think we are a little bit affected of tiredness because we had like 20 days that it was really tough. But what we said is that tiredness is in our heads, basically. So we need to just get out there and do what we have to do for the rest of the game, be really physical, 100%, aggressive, and just do our job and finish the regular season of the championship the way we have to do it.
So now you guys have won the WBBL Cup, the trophy, the league. The playoffs is going to be a very tough task. What's going to be the mindset going into the playoffs for you guys?
We deal every game separately. Now we will take some rest and then we will get prepared for the next game. Like every game from now on is literally a final. So we want to take the result every game and then move to prepare the next one until we finish hopefully with a 3rd trophy.
Personal question now. If you had to pick Ike, Pauk, Aris, of those 3, you might not like any of them, and someone gave you a free ticket, which game would you go and see? Pauk, Aris, or Ike?
Pauk, Aris, or Ike. Well, I would go to Aris because it's the... Sorry. Did I say wrong question?
I like Pauk.
You like Pauk? I like most the gym of Aris, though. It's Nikos Gallis' gym.
And Papagiannakis too.
Yeah, also.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ευχαριστώ, φίλο μου.
Ευχαριστώ.
Αύριο.
Okay, great.
Δεν μιλάω ελληνικά.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Coach Stella. Well, there you heard Coach Stella from the London Lions. Another big victory here for the Pride, getting ready to do the quadruple this season here in the WBBL. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at Oaklands College. No, we're not. Well, excuse me. I think it's battle time, actually. Well, I didn't know I was going into war. Well, hello, superstar. Now, let me just ask you something, right? Now, you're a quick camper. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
You just,
I would say athletic.
You just make a quick camp in the key, but you don't ever get called for 3 seconds because you're not in there for 3 seconds. But how do you make the game look so easy in the low block?
I think it's just my teammates just finding me where I'm good at. And I think everyone knows each person's just specialty. And I think that's why we're so good, because we are able to find everyone's specialty and just get them the ball to score.
Right, so because you are such a prime-time professional, you make the game look so easy, you're very effective on the court. What would be your advice to young players trying to be a tie battle?
I think just know your role. Every coach, no one really tells you your role, you just got to figure it out. And once you have it, just stick by it, because your teammates will help you. And you'll just be a great supportive teammate once you know your role.
I'm going to ask you another question, okay? This is a little bit personal. Which teammate has probably the poorest taste in music?
Ooh, it's a bunch of them. I don't want to sell them out, but I just know there's a bunch of them. That's not my style.
What's your style?
I'll go the R&B, like throwback R&B, 90s vibe, a little hip-hop, reggae, Caribbean music.
So it's not Azania, she's got good style, good taste?
Z's good.
Okay.
When she's on the aux, she's good.
Oh, okay, so this is bit. Ty, first of all, great game tonight, and all the best going into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Great job,
Thank
Ty.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is superstar Ty Battle. Phenomenal game here tonight at Oaklands College. Now we would like to officially say to you, I am Josh Bett. He is Uncle Graham Hiscock, my partner at the 2022 FIBA Eurobasket. But for now, it's goodbye and good night here from the WBBL.
You could just blend in. Never take a single risk. Let opportunities pass you by. Or you can show up. Show people what makes you powerful. What brings you peace. Let them really see you. Own it.